It'll give us a second to catch our breath. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
Swing and a miss with that jab. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? They exchange punches. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Just missed with that hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
He was thinking.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch can change anything when these two step in the ring. That uppercut just missed. Counter punch caught him clean. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. How about that time counter shot? Seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't find a home to that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Straight right just misses. the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. The bell rings and we start the third. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Straight right just misses. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Punch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nope, that hook won't score. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. A perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
On to the fourth we go. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Through the left, but didn't score it. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. That counter shot lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Swing and a miss with the jab. They miss with the jab. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Back out there and win the round.
On to the fifth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
This can be so frustrating. I remember such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
The straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Beautiful counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Crawford in trouble. How is this fight still continuing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Nope, that jab not going to score. Nice counter. The jab doesn't quite connect. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and set. Let's start the sixth. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That slip to avoid the jab. Solid punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. The straight right just misses. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Crawford is dazed. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. And down goes Crawford. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Listen, are you okay?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Some might have thought it was a little bit close.